What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, sus, whatever you want to call me, man. Bread is crazy. Like that intro, like I need to buy their album that has all the songs that I reacted to. And if that's not on one album, then I need to make a playlist or greatest hits type of thing, because I could just play this front to back from every song I've reacted to. The first one, Everything I Own, is how I got Everything I Own, I believe is what it's called, is how I got introduced to them. Then I checked out If, I've checked out Aubrey, I'm checking this out, but just there's something immediately like calming that just calms my nerves. And even though some of the subject matter is a little sad or kind of deep or a little emotional, like immediately, I'm only heard 19 seconds of this and my nerves are starting to calm down. Anyways, you guys here for a bread reaction? Yo, I ain't never heard this. This is a first time reaction. It's called Make It With You, and we're going to do this. If you're here for it, like, share, comment, subscribe, and let's get this thing going. Welcome back, y'all.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, 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 welcome back. 40.
All right, I got the logo down and the video up. If you'd be so kind to support the original content on this channel. Also, if you wanted to check out my other channel, Pegasus vs. the World, over there, I do commentary. We talk about trending topics. I do reactions to comedy. Different than over here. Over here, we do the music and the music reactions. If you wanted access to the reactions early, there's a link in the description to our membership, and that's full of a catalog that has reactions that haven't been released to the public yet. It's a big catalog, and I update it every single day, so you can have some fun in there. Regardless, no obligation. Thank you for your support. Huge shout out to all the members. Thank you so much. And let's get this going. Now, this is on Bread's official YouTube channel where you can listen to their music. So please go listen to this over there. Stream their music. You know, my reactions are not ever, ever a substitute for the original. So please go check them out independently of what I do. Let's get it rocking, man. I don't know where we're going to go with this, but this is what I need. This is kind of like, I feel like it's in the folk lane, but let's go. Make It With You.
Hey, have you ever tried really reaching out for the other side? I may be climbing on rainbows, but baby, here goes. Dreams, they're for those who sleep. Life is for us to keep. And if you're wondering what this all is leading to, I wanna make it with you. I really think that we could make it, girl. No, you don't know me.
Yup. Exactly what I said. It's just calming, it's soothing, and it's positive, right? I don't know if you guys get it with me, but I think because of the era I'm from, you know, I got introduced to music, you know, a few different things, but my thing was rap and hip hop, and that's what engulfed the majority of my life. And now you fast forward to where music's at, super emotional, depressive, dystopian, you know, hypersexualized. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. And that's not hip hop. I'm not just talking about rap, hip hop, even though some of those things coincide with hip hop culture, absolutely, but just pop culture in general. You know, there's this weird thing in music where every now and then you get an Adele, you know, you get some of these soulful artists who have an old soul, you know, and drop a banger here and there. But with pop music right now, it just sometimes I feel like it lacks stuff like this. Like, you know, a man kind of putting his ego to the side and being vulnerable with his woman, and his woman taking the time to actually be feminine and vulnerable to her man. And I say that very directly, not trying to be divisive, but we're in this really weird place where we were switching gender roles and stuff. And, you know, sometimes it's comforting just to go back to the past and be like, man, you know, I know there was issues in the past, right? I'm not blind to, you know, things going on and the growth we've had in America. But sometimes when they say, oh, it was a simpler time, it truly was in the certain aspects. So I guess maybe I sometimes want to fantasize about being in a simpler world that's not as complex or divided, you know. And I think music takes me there, and bread just took me there. Like, I'm on this philosophical rant right now, but it just feels good. The music just feels good. And this is what I want, you know, in my relationship, hope. We're going to make it. I can make it with you. You can make it with me. That's what I want. I don't want to hear all this other nonsense like, yo, we twerking in the club. I'm looking at other men. You know, I'm looking at other chicks. That's just not good for your programming. Anyways, man, breath of fresh air. We're rocking with bread. Make it with you. Let's go.
We could make it good. No, you don't know me well, and every little thing only time will tell.
Ah, this is a new romance.
You believe the things that I do, and we'll see it through. Life can be short or long. Love can be right or wrong. And if I chose the one I'd like to help me through, I'd like to make it with you. I really think that we could make it good.
Think about that. Think about the storytelling here, but you know that he's like, I don't know you that well, but you know when you have that first spark with someone, like that crush, that romantic spark. And this has happened, you know, with my parents and my wife's parents. They didn't know each other that long. And they kind of just like, yo, man, we doing this, you know, and they're still together. You know, my parents aren't together because my mom passed away, but they were still together 30 plus years. And then, you know, my mom passed away, but my wife's parents are still together. And that's their story. Like, we met and we was like in love. We was like, you know, married in a couple months or whatever, you know, and then children came. And it's just so cool to see that there was a time where that was, you know, it just seems like that's far and few between this time. You know, maybe I'm being a little down and out about this generation, but hey, man, it's just what I see. Anyways, I love it, man. I love it. There's real feeling and emotion, positive emotion.
Baby, you know that dreams, they're for those who sleep. Life, it's for us to keep. And if I chose the one I'd like to help me through, I'd like to make it with you. I really think that we could make it good.
So I don't know what I'm about to say is true or not. Like, we can get into the music, but it's pretty straightforward. The vocals are soulful, smooth, passionate, full of emotion at some capacity. Or let's not say they're full of emotion. It makes you feel an emotional emotion because of what they're speaking about. The music is simple, but it's what's necessary for a calming track like this. Beautiful. I love this. I'm going to ask a question. I might look dumb for asking the question, but it's fine. I'm cool with being vulnerable up here as well. Why wasn't Bread as big as, let's say, the Beatles, Simon and Garfunkel, or the Carpenters? Or were they as big as them? And I just didn't know about them. Now, I had never heard of the Carpenters either, but I have heard of Simon and Garfunkel and the Beatles. And when I hear music like this, I'm going off on a ledge because I've only heard so many tracks from them. But I just have a feeling like I could put on one of their albums and probably listen to it all the way through if it's like, you know, consistent to what these songs that I've heard so far. I really like Bread. This is one of my favorite discoveries on this channel is Bread. And there are some really hot notable songs like Wings, Silly Love Song. That's like a song with me and my kids. We sing back and forth to each other that I discovered right here with you guys. But as a group that I just never heard of, because I had heard of the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, like who hasn't? Red Hot Chili Peppers. You hear these things, like you hear the songs. I just never owned any of their albums. So here I am, and I'm like, I don't know, something about Bread every time. Every time. I can go on a philosophical rant just about, I don't know, I just enjoy, I think love is one of the most powerful energies because it leads to, reproduction, which is like our gift, creating something as a human. That's a gift we've been given by God to be able to actually create. Man, now it's making me think of my children. It's making me just think of a bunch of things. Anyways, yikes. Oh, man. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah. I actually really like it. I've been seeing this thing, and I've been getting on a couple of podcasts. People in the comments will insinuate you're pandering, or you're pandering to your audience. And I would argue that you maybe align with your audience. And for me, I think I'm aligning with an audience that we're just not necessarily familiar with each other in the sense of the way we grew up. We probably grew up a little different. And some of us grew up similar, But, yeah, I definitely don't pander. I just, honestly, I feel like reacting to classic stuff, it's deemed classic for a reason, right? It sparked inspiration. It sparked a lot of the stuff we hear in the here and now. This is why I go back to it. It's like getting some history in music. And it also, I struggle because not being an expert it's hard to be super. I'll say things that I don't like. I didn't like this part or this, that, and the other. But I struggle being too critical because, like, I'm literally looking at, like, the Mount Rushmore of rock, country, pop, some of the greatest. So who are you to criticize? But the thing is, I don't pander. Like, if I don't like something, I say it. So I don't know. I was thinking about that today. Just kind of rambling. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good day. I sure am. It's my daughter's first birthday today. We're about to have like a little taco party. It's going to be great. We figured out we've mastered the art of making semi-healthy queso, right? Where it's not all the chemical cheese, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of excited to get a cheat meal during the week. It's crazy. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate you.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ.